Ludus Vulpes.
Welcome to Ludus Vulpes. My name's Kirsty.
And I'm Phil.
You join us as we run through a playthrough of Matagot's Murano Lightmaster.
Lightmasters! This is a heavy dungeon crawl for those who like to destroy the... Oh, hang on, no.
No, it's not.
Okay, no.
No, it's not.
This is a beautiful game about blowing glass, maybe, on Murano. Yeah, being a glassmaker on Murano in Venice. Very beautiful. And yeah, we've already done a rules explanation. That rules explanation is on a previous video. So if you want to see how the game plays or understand what we're doing as we play the game, please reference that video. Otherwise, we're just going to get on and play. Are you ready for Lightmasters? Lightmaster.
Should we go down to the board and be quite finished?
Lightmasters?
Okay, let's go down to the board. You can have it.
Thank you. So, we've got the board set up for we've almost got the board set up for a two-player game. Instead of using, in a two-player game, normally you have 6 of these creation cards that look a bit like this. But we're only playing with 5. In our two-player game, it will still give you a wonderful flavour for the game. And you'll hopefully get a nicely condensed video as we make rapid choices in this powerhouse game of destroying the light. Making glass.
We're not destroying the light. Get it out your head.
Victory in the game is dictated by whoever has the most lira at the end of the game.
Victory points or lira?
They said they're called lira.
Oh. Let's go.
They're a point value. Sorry, a cash value rather than a point value.
You go.
Me go first. Okay, so the first thing we do is we're just going to give this a spin, and then we're just going to align the lines on the board. Now, and then we're going to give this little interior dial a spin for the first time. You can choose, but we kind of like the randomness of it all. For generosity's sake, I'm going to move past the collect a freebie token. So on the start of your turn, in fact that's fine. Because on the start of your turn, the first thing you do is you're going to move this dial, and you're going to take the 2 gems that are highlighted and place it into your board. Now, I should probably look at my cards at this stage of the game. That's all right. That's all right. And then we have some choices to make. So first and foremost, I can actually buy anything that's on one of these marketplaces, but there's only one in each of those. That seems silly. Or I can trade a gem into one of the marketplaces to take the 3 gems associated with that marketplace, or I can take some lira. So I'm actually going to trade in my red gem. I'm going to trade it in here. I'm getting a red.
You might.
We're getting a red gem back. I'm getting a green, red, and yellow. Green, yellow, green, and red.
Yes. Okay.
And that is my go.
Can you build any?
I can't. And that is, there's a quick reference little guide. They're 2-sided, so we get a kind of 2. Oh, a little 2-sided on one side. There you go.
Should we put it on the English side for you?
Yeah, that helps.
So like, I would turn here, blue, and clear. Which is harder than. I will then trade this one here.
You sure you don't want to trade your clear gem in?
Oh. No, I'm fine. Right. I'll put it here for a green, red, and yellow.
Love it.
That's right.
It is. When you're exchanging gems here at the marketplaces, one of the things you can't do is exchange for the wild gems, which are the hearts. So that's why we're kind of focusing on this area at the moment, because it's the most obvious place that you can go.
Okay, you're okay.
Okay, so I'm going to turn the dial. I'm going to take a red and a green. Now, as you can see, my little warehousey thing is starting to fill up. I know, it's terrifying. And as that fills up, I need to think about what I am going to do from a point of view of
blowing glass.
blowing glass
And creating
and beautiful glasswork.
pieces of art.
So on my go, I'm going to sell, and I can sell as many shards as I would like. So I'm going to sell 2 shards. I'm going to sell these 2 red shards. No matter how many shards I sell, I only get 1 lira from the bank for it.
Oof.
So that is my turn, is to sell. Now I'm going to, at the end of my turn, I'm going to create a glass object. This is kind of like a tulip in a tower. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
I'm going to put it up there. It's going to cost me 2 green, a blue and a yellow. So they go back into the pot.
Nice.
And then, and this is the purpose for me selling, I get 1 lira for every empty space on my player board. So I get 8 lira for that sell, which is at 8 victory points at the end of the game.
Beautiful.
So I've now built this. The other thing I can now do is I can use this cup symbol here to take the cup benefit. And the cup benefit allows me at any time in the game to move one of these gems to another location on the marketplace. But for now, that is my go.
Okay, so I'll move this round. I'll take the red and the yellow. So I've got one of my cards, but it's not the top card. And in this game, you have to play the cards
In sequence.
unless you pay a lot of money to access them.
Which I didn't actually, and I should have paid a lira to move it, so I apologise. To the top.
Oh, you moved?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Oh, dun, dun, dun. It's a good job I pointed.
I know, it was my second card as well. So I had to spend a lira to move it 1 card anywhere in my deck.
Tempted to do that now, to be honest.
Everyone starts with 4 lira, so we can have all right.
Okay, so I will exchange this one here for this one here. And I will now play my top card, which is, as you can see, 1 yellow and 3 green. I'm going to use the wild heart to build that. Move that down, which gives me 6 lira. S'il vous plaît. I don't know Italian. Thank you.
That's fair. That's fair.
You're okay. Neck on neck.
Neck on neck.
1 card each.
Oh, sorry, I thought we were laying necks on necks.
No. So I had a beautiful yellow and green jug.
I'm going to spend 2 lira to buy from the marketplace. I'm going to buy these.
Oof. Oof. Good move.
I'll try. Do it.
Back to the drawing board, I believe. Stole the token salad. Okay, I'm going to move her, take a blue and a yellow.
One of the things you can do is spend a lira to move this outer dial around one as well before you take shards.
Then I will exchange what I want to do. I'm going to use my power. So I'm going to turn this over and use the animal power and take a blue shard.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Over to you.
Yes.
Oh, hang on, that wasn't my go, was it? That's at any time.
That was at any time, yeah. So you've still got to either exchange, buy, or sell. And you must do one of those 3 actions. You can't ignore them.
So I will exchange.
No, that's not exchange. Exchange is taking the gems on the inside of the dial.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, of course. I will do this and take a blue and a green because I can't take
The clear.
Oh, can I build now?
I don't know, can you?
Yes. So now I'm going to build 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful necklace.
And 6 lira.
The irony of being able to build a necklace.
You have to explain why that's ironic.
I hang quite short when I'm not playing board games. So, yes. Go on.
So I'm going to exchange this one here for a green number. My warehouse is full, but I'm okay
Oh
for now.
no, that's good. I'm able to do 2 in one go.
I might be planning that. You'll go.
Planning that. So this moves on 1.
Take your gems.
I take a red and
A wild.
Wild. We love a wild. I'm going to spend. No, I'm not going to wait. I will. Let's do one of these. Don't we want to do that? I am going to take these 2. So I'm going to buy. Is it exchange that sector?
Yeah.
Right. Red
And a yellow.
and yellow.
Okay, I'll move this round.
These look dangerously lights.
A blue and a heart. I'll keep the heart and discard the blue and the green. And then on my turn, I'm going to put a blue in here to take a blue. It's a cunning move. You have to take one of the 3 mandatory actions, so I had to do that. And now we are going to build this, and we are going to build this. So that's 5 blues. One. Well, in fact, I'll do it one at a time. So 3 blues and a red. So that's that one gone. That gives me 4 lira. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I build another one, which is 2 blue, a yellow and a green. So I've got the wild, a blue, a yellow and a green. So they are built. That also now gives me 8 lira. So 1, 2, 3. But because I've also built 2 in a turn, I get 2 bonus lira. So what we will do is 1, 2, 3,
in 1
4,
foul
5. Put that back in there.
It takes over the game.
Take a 5. There you go there. And I get some more power.
Ooh, lovely.
And I'm now ready for it to be your go.
Okay. So the first thing I'll do is move this. Take a yellow and a green. I will just need 2 seconds to calculate this.
That was the longest 2 seconds you've ever
I
seen.
will. How many? I will. So I can trade this 1 in here for a yellow, green.
Correct.
Which I can't hold.
Well, you have to pick something to go back. Are you making?
Yes, I am. So I'll do this one first, which is 1 wild. Don't think I can do it actually. No, I can't do it. I put the wrong one back. It's fine. I'll just build this one. It's annoying. So I build that for 4 left. I will then use the pack because I can use these packs. This one.
And you also got the clock on them at any time, so the horse or the cup.
So I will now use the horsepower to take a yellow and I'll build my second card, which is this one, which is 2 red, a green, and yellow, which gives me 7 lira.
And 2 bonus lira for building 2 in a turn. That was well done.
Thank you.
So Kirsty only has 1 card left. That's exciting for her.
Swap
For a 5. Okay, so at the start of my turn, I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to do this. So I get a red and a yellow. Red and a yellow. I'm going to flip this card to move this red over to here. I'm going to flip this card
Pow, pow, pow.
to
That's
buy.
only at this stage.
Yeah, at that stage, to buy for free. So buy
Nice.
those ones for free. Don't have to
Good
spend
move.
any lira for those.
I quite like that power.
It's quite a useful little gift, that one is.
I think so.
Sure.
Oh, it's kind of actually finished.
Yeah, no, I don't take any time.
So, okay, here, take a green and a clear.
Red, when you do a buy action, you also get to take a heart from the centre.
I'll use my. So I've rotated, I've taken. I'll use my blue power here to not spend anything to take from the marketplace. I'll take this one and I'll build that one for 2 green, a red, and a yellow.
And Kirsty ends the game with 8.
And 2 powers remaining.
And I would have finished next go with those
had
2.
the fox.
Yeah, I did have fox. So, if I could find the big owl token, technically you get the big owl token as the win.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah. So the game would normally,
I see.
the game would normally go on until everyone's had an equal number of turns. We have now had an equal. No, we've had an equal number of turns because I was the first player, so that's fine. So victory at this stage is dictated by Kirsty grabbing as many points as she can.
How was 3
3, that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 for me. And you got 35.
37, my
37.
friend.
I think each of the gems are actually worth a point as well. So I got 5 of
Ooh.
those. So that's 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Oh, you might have won that.
29.
Each of 8's
Yeah.
worth 1 point.
I think so. But 29 points. So you still won, no matter what.
Oh.
So there you have it. That is Murano.
Useful. Murano.
Right. Masters. Over in the blink of an eye.
Very much so.
What do you think? What are your final thoughts on this game? We've done initial thoughts. What are the final thoughts on this game?
So, I really like the different options that are in this game.
For those who haven't noticed, Kirsty's voice is going and
Sorry.
has been going for the last few videos.
It's not an audio issue. I am sorry. So, the powers that we're referring to, there are many different versions of them. So there's plenty of replayability. Like, as you've seen during that game, I may have asked what one of them meant because there's so many of them. We haven't got through them all yet. This section of the game and the swapping and the different abilities that are within it do remind me of games such as Century, Spice, what's it called?
Splendor, I think is
Splendor, yeah.
Because if you hadn't referenced them, I would have.
Yeah, so there's very much a feel of that trading in to increase, especially with the with the gems, obviously, and some of them being jewelry. There's that feel, and it's a beautifully well crafted game as far as I'm concerned. Even just the artwork on the box to show that this is a section of like your workboard that's in this section.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's really well thought out. Like the marble in the background to show the gems. Yeah, it's beautiful. When I was a child, I used to collect like very similar glass drops.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a nice little bit of nostalgia there for me. I like the difference where you have to do it in that order. It's because it's very similar to, in terms of a creator. If I get a custom order, I want to be doing that one and do it in the order of which it comes. So in that respect, it gives it a realism.
Yeah.
So I really like this game, and this was definitely one that was an added bonus. When we went to SM, we didn't know anything about it. It was one that just popped out, and yeah, it's definitely a good game.
Yeah, for me, it's a game that after you've played a couple of times, you'll even a 4-player game, you're probably going to knock out in half an hour max. It's definitely one that you can put down on the table and like just play casually and not really worry too much about victory. The games will all be relatively close unless someone really is clumsy and doesn't produce any glasswork during their game.
It can happen.
It can happen.
It can just be unfortunate.
No, that's clumsy play. And then if you are clumsy, that's fine.
It's at the start of the game. You haven't got much choice to pick.
You haven't got much choice, but you're always getting 2 shards a turn. So, and you can do things to manipulate and change the way the board state. There's plenty to think about during the game without it ever becoming burdensome or slow. And for me, it's that opportunity to, like Kirsty referenced it, the sort of Century Spice feel, the Splendor feel of a game that's a bit puzzly, a little bit thinky. It's probably not a game for brand new gamers because there's just a little bit too much complexity there, but for experienced gamers who just want half an hour casual filler that's a bit thinkier than just a quick card game.
And looks beautiful
and looks beautiful and say, well, this is a really good, solid choice. And it sits, like I say, sits in that Splendor, Century Spice kind of feel and vibe of a half-hour game that's over like that. You've had a bit of fun while you're doing it, and you've been constantly active during the game. There's a lot of tactility to it. The glass shards are beautiful, and you're constantly moving from the player boards to the main board. There's a lot there to like. And whilst you could easily criticise it for saying it's not heavy enough, maybe there's not enough complexity, I think you need to look at this game and look at where it sits in a collection. And for me, it sits in that half hour. Let's get a game in because we want to play a game without actually worrying too much about. I don't want to burden myself with. It's a hard day at work, and then you come home and you don't want to do spreadsheets on the table.
No.
So this is for me that kind of game, and it does its job wonderfully well. Yeah, it does a really good job of it.
I think it's one of those that it might look fairly straightforward, but there was one point where I could envisage, all right, I can get that on his turn and that on my turn, and I thought all he has to do is spend one to two lira to turn the dial, and I'll be like, oh no. So it has got, you never know what's going to happen.
No, and
we didn't use that mechanism in this game, just pure fluke.
No, I mean, to be fair, everything aligned pretty well for me. I didn't really, unless I was trying to scupper you, I didn't really need to move that out of the dial.
No.
So yeah, honestly, it's a game I highly recommend.
Definitely.
If that type of game is something that appeals to you and your player group, it's a nice step up from something like maybe Ticket to Ride when new gamers are getting ready for the next step. This is a really good choice, and like I say, it will impress people when you put it on the table. The other massive advantage of this is setup is over in a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Because most of the setup is
literally different, and
it's under there in a really nice order. You've got the box on.
In fact, we could do set down right now.
And you're ready to play. So, as another advantage, people aren't going to be sat at the table, especially non-gamers, sat at the table going, "Oh, all right, I'm just gonna go and do something over there while you finish setting up." This game will be on the table and playing within 5 minutes. So, real advantage there as well for me.
No.
If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. The buttons are just below you or to the right or left. I can't remember where we put it on the screen. Just hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it, and it helps. It allows you to get our videos as they're launched.
Yeah. Don't forget, we're also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Just search Ludus Vulpes.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks, everyone. See you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye.